Hello, my name is Zaina. I'm an AI automation specialist using tools like Zapier, Airtable, Neon, and Go High Level. Managing properties often means juggling spreadsheets, vendors, and constant communication. But today I'm going to walk you through a Zapier automation system that I built that eliminates repetitive tasks like checking for duplicates, creating records, updating records, and sending necessary updates on a daily or when they are due. So this is my system. I'll give you. This system is collecting data via a webhook, and I used a webhook because where I'm collecting my data from is a website. Now I use the raw hook so that it collects all the data. However messy it is, it collects it, and when I get it, I use the code by Zapier to extract the important fields or the important data that my company actually needs for this management. And when I get those fields, I proceed to my Airtable and search for those records because, again, people sometimes fill forms twice. So we're checking for the duplicates and we see is this a record that we already have in our system, or this is a record that is actually very unique and very new. And if a record is found and it is duplicated, we'll go into our we'll escalate it to another table and we flag it as a duplicate, and then we proceed to the our audit log and say, oh, we found a duplicate. Can someone actually reach out to this client to know what exactly happened, or they meant to make any changes in the first record they did submit in. Well, on the beautiful days when a duplicate is not found, we're very happy. We go into our Airtable and create that record. And then when we do create the record, we like, okay, now that we do have the record, do we have the vendor that is actually on this record that this client wants to work with? If a vendor is not found, which is this side, we'll go into Airtable and in our exceptions Airtable and inform them and flag it and say we have this new client, but she wants a vendor, and we do not have this vendor. We'll also update it in Slack so that the team knows and everyone is informed that, oh, we have a record, but this client wants a specific vendor that we do not have, and that anyone could reach out to the client or the team could reach out to the client and inform them that we might not have that specific vendor at the moment. Maybe they're on leave, or maybe they're handling any other project, and we suggest that we do have other vendors that can actually get the work done. On the other days when a vendor is found but not approved, like we do have the vendor in our system, we partner with this vendor, but we are not sure of their availability for this specific record that a client has submitted in. We'll go into our Airtable, the escalations Airtable, and we inform everyone. We flag it and we say, okay, we have the vendor, but we are not sure about their availability. Then we'll also send a message to Slack and inform the rest of the team. If any which means any of the team could reach out to this vendor to confirm their availability. And when they do confirm their availability, we'll come back to Airtable and update their availability and we proceed with that record. And on the days when the vendor is actually found and is approved, we'll just be happy. We'll find that record, we'll find the property, the area where they actually do want to clean, and we will proceed and look is the property actually in our area of work or it is out, because sometimes people feel randomly and they don't know that some companies work in specific areas. So if that is a property that is actually in our area of expertise or our area of work, we'll proceed to Airtable and mark that record as a matched invoice or a matched record. We do have the client has submitted the record. We do have the vendor, they're available. the property is actually in our area of work and we can successfully do run that. So we'll send a Slack message to the rest of the team so that they could get ready. They know we have property that this new record that we actually do have to handle. So, but on days when the property is actually not in our area of work, we will record it in Airtable that, oh, we do have this record, but they want us to work in an area where we actually do not have. That means this is actually a potential client. On any other day, they will come back for any of the areas that are actually in our area of work. We'll send it. We'll also send a Slack notification to the rest of the team and inform them, hey, we do have a client, but we do not have this specific the property is not in our area of work. So for the rest of the team, the person responsible and the rest of the team would reach out to this client and give him or her the feedback that we appreciate you patronizing us, thank you, but currently we are not in that area of expertise. But on days when you actually do have a property that is in our area of work, will actually be available. By this, you are creating a warm atmosphere for the client, not leaving them hanging, and then making sure they could refer you to someone else who has a property in our area of work, or the next time when they have a property in our area of work, they actually know exactly who to consult. We go on and create that client in our Airtable to have them and maybe check on them once in a while, maybe on a call, and to see so that they don't forget that we actually do provide the services they want. It was just unfortunate that this time it was out of our area of expertise. And this whole system eliminates the repetitive work. I mean, it, the moment a client fills in that record or invoice, the rest is done systematically. You don't need any manual work to do all these steps, and this makes property management even way simpler and way even more manageable. If you're looking for a similar system to manage your apartments, your Airbnbs, your properties, reach out to me, send me an email, or on any of my social media platforms. I'll be grateful to help you. Thank you.